Hello, Jasmine.
What's up, Asia? How are you?
I am doing well. I am actually kind of sleepy.
It happens.
Yeah,
We're in the same boat. It's okay.
yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome back to the Mental Breakdown. You are listening to Asia, also known as Earth to Asia, and
Jasmine, also known as Journey with Jazz.
yeah. And last week we talked about becoming her, becoming that girl.
Mm-hmm.
This week we're talking.
Material girl.
This week we're talking
Yeah.
about manifesting men. Now, well, from bullshit to blessings, okay? Now, neither one of us have a man, but that's okay because we're
Mhm.
manifesting him.
We're manifesting him, but I think also just talking about men that we've manifested in general,
Mm.
coming like in our lives that like they're good or they're bad. Obviously, they ain't worked out yet, but
Yeah,
the lessons and things you learn from men and where you taking those lessons and like trying to grow and learn so that you can, meet the love of your life, things like that.
absolutely, absolutely.
So,
So before we I guess get into the topic, um, I don't know why I want to ask this. So what was the highlight of your day so far, Jazz?
I appreciate that question. Thank you for
Oh,
asking
you're welcome.
because I always spend my off days. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I always spend my off days compiling a list of things that I don't get done while I'm working. And then it just ends up seeing like another day that I'm just working, but not at my job. You feel me? Like it's just errand after errand after errand. And then I'm, like you said, I'll be getting sleepy. I'm a little sleepy right now, but it's cool.
Mhm.
Because I'm very happy and excited to be here. But it's like, I don't know, I'll be feeling so anxious. Like I got to get so much stuff done because I'm not at work.
Right.
But to answer your question, to make a long story long, I think the highlight of my day was her. I love the nails.
Thanks,
Super
girl.
cute. I think the highlight of my day, I went to a plant shop. You know
Oh,
how I love my plants.
yeah.
So it was really cute. And I didn't get anything because I was really going there to get some soil for the plants I already had.
Mhm.
But I was very tempted to get a new plant. But I'm also kind of waiting to get a new plant for when I move to my new apartment because I just don't have enough space here
I
for
just
everything
bought
that I
a
want to do. So
new apartment. I'm gonna leave the floor. Walk around this naked.
naked and nobody. Anyway, but yeah, how was your day? What was the best part about your day?
My day has been going well. The highlight of my day was going to the gym. So
Mm,
if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I have this at-home gym, but I just today, for the first time, went to Planet Fitness. I loved it. It was really
you
nice.
like Planet Fitness?
I
I'm not
liked
that big a
it.
fan of Planet Fitness.
I liked it.
I go to the Y, which I mean it's still like, I don't know, the vibes would be a whole lot of old people and kids and stuff, but they be having all the stuff I need. But Planet Fitness, I don't know. I guess for me and what I like to do when I go work out, they don't have it.
I
But I'm
mean,
glad you enjoyed yourself.
I haven't been to many gyms in general. Excuse me. I haven't been to many gyms. I've been to
Mhm.
my undergrad. I've been to the gym at my dad's, and then that's it. And then Planet. So I don't have that much comparison, but I liked it. Like I got a good workout in. I did full body today. Um, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed it, Um, as long as you had a great time, that's all that matters.
All right, so manifesting men. I saw this post today, right? And it said I saw
Mhm.
a couple posts. But I saw
Mhm.
this post today. It said, I just want to sit back and let a man lead while I thrive in my femininity.
Mm.
How do you feel about that? What's your take
I
on
love that. I love that because I don't know, when I hear that, it takes me back to like women, especially Black women, have been like perpetuated to have to be strong and resilient and like, got to have it all together. And that just, it reminds me of like, no, like you got it, you be the alpha man, the masculine, you take care of it. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna look pretty, and I'll take care of some stuff too, but you're gonna handle it from me. You feel me?
it?
So I love that. I live for that. I saw this one post. It was like, I can't wait to be so in love that I allow him to drive my car or something. I was like,
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
saw that one.
yeah.
No, for real. So yeah.
Really.
But no, so when I saw that post, definitely 100%. I was on the phone with my mom talking about this literally earlier today before the gym and everything. I don't know, I just went on this really big rant about how a lot of, particularly, and I can only speak for Black women because I'm a Black woman and I have only dated Black men.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's weird because it's like a guy's job for me is to provide, to protect, and to lead. I need you to lead, right?
Yeah,
But
sure.
I feel like the conversation we were having was basically about like I feel like it's gotten to the point where they aren't doing what they're supposed to do, and we get fed up and be like, you know what? I'll do it myself. Don't worry about it. And that's when it goes into the independent woman or the masculine woman, right? When really I truly want to sit in my femininity, but y'all not doing what y'all have to do. So I'm not about to just sit here and not level up and get what I want to get and do for myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like it's gotten to that place, and I just think it's messed up and how our whole little what we got going on in our, I don't want to say in our Black community, but like with that, because it's not everybody, but with that aspect, it has gotten messed up for some people.
I mean, there's a lot of beta men walking around. Let's really talk about it. Like, I have only come in contact with very few alpha men. And when I say that like the man you're talking about, like somebody who protects, provides, and leads. And I've been, and specifically, like I've been in relationships with certain people where it's like I felt like I was kind of walking all over them, or like I was projecting more masculine energy than them.
And is it like, do they expect us to come down from that? And it's like, no, I'm not going to come down from that. You can meet me there, level up. And go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, you're fine. It's like, it's not even that. It's like, I need you to low key, like I need you to put me in my place. And like, I respect that. Like I come at you a certain way, like, hold up, wait a minute. We about to talk about this in a respectful manner. You're not about to blah, blah, blah. And I'm not disrespectful, but when my emotions or things get involved, like, I can just get amped up. So I would need somebody to like, you need to sit your ass down and get yourself together. You feel me?
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that they expect us to level down. And it's like, I'm not doing that. And that leads to a lot. I mean, some people decide to level down and whatever, and I'm not doing that. Some people, I guess they decide to stay where they are and they just wait for a long time, I guess, to meet the person, or they decide they're going to stay single, or whatever they decide. But yeah, it's a little rough out here.
I think there's also a point of like knowing your place as a woman, though. Like sometimes, and I'm speaking for myself, like sometimes we just need to like shut up and just listen. And not saying like what you're saying, like I said, you're definitely valid. Like there are certain men who just, they don't have that part of them where it's like you feel like they're man enough and masculine enough for you to sit and rest in your femininity. I think where the discrepancy comes, because it's like, if I feel like I can just be submissive and things like that, I have no problem doing that. But it comes to a point where it's like you're not projecting that energy, so I almost subconsciously like over masculinize, if that's a word, like it's like I'm subconsciously like taking on the slack that you're not giving me. Mm-hmm. And then there's always that imbalance, because I'm supposed to be the feminine one and you're supposed to be the masculine one. So as you can see now, I'm single. So
and now that, like, when you say that, it makes me think about just, I guess, seeing people talk on social media about like, oh babe, I don't mind being the person that stays at home with the kids and like washes the dishes and cleans everything while you out doing you, like. And it's like, but it's why has it gotten here? Like, okay, like like it works for some families, but really, truthfully, honestly, I want you to lead. Okay, I want you to be a leader. I want you to provide for me.
Yeah, and there's nothing.
I'm not saying
nothing wrong with that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to sit in my family. I'm not saying I don't want to lead too, because I enjoy being a leader, and I enjoy. Why can't we both be leaders? You just kind of be an alpha male, and I'm alpha, but I still know my place.
You be a leader in the relationship,
Well, let me correct myself.
Let them be a leader in the relationship.
they're gonna get me when I say I know my place. When I say that, I'm talking about submitting, being submissive. Because when I want a man, I want to be able to submit to my man, to my man. I'm not submitting to everybody, but
Right.
to my man. So what I'm saying that is we're both leaders, right? I don't necessarily want to be like, because a man doesn't want to compete with their woman, right?
There's nothing to compete with.
There's nothing to compete with. Why? There's no competition. But I want him to be here. I want us to both be leaders here, and I'm leading too. But I'm gonna let you.
I'm gonna follow the vision. You feel me? Like you gotta have the foundation, the vision, you gotta have something going on where it's like, yeah, like he got himself together. He's got a clear path on where he wants to go, and I'm following that because I agree with that. I align with that type of thing. And then I think in what you're from, at least what I'm getting from what you're saying is like he can lead in the relationship and in life. But I'm going to just lead in life as far as the things and my ambitions and things that I want to do.
Exactly.
Like I'll be a leader in that respect. I don't want to be no leader when it comes to me and my romantic relationships.
Right. And when I also say provide, I don't want us women or the women that are listening to this to think that, oh, just don't make no money at all. He's just going to give you an allowance. Absolutely not. Have your own money. No.
Make your
Have your own money. Most definitely follow your passions. Follow the things that you want to do for yourself as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I just want to be able to sit in my femininity, do what I have to do while also being provided for, protected, and led. Mm-hmm. And feeling secure in that and trusting that you got this. But I also got your back because I'm a leader as well. And I also am going to make sure that I can hold down the fort too.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got to go, whatever. You got to go out of town or do whatever you want to do.
I got it, baby.
I can hold it down till you get back. You feel me?
Right. I got it.
And yeah, and that's the reason that whole, type of man that I desire, that I don't really like dating in my age anymore.
Me either.
Like, yes, I need somebody like 3 or 4 years older.
Yeah.
Like I need somebody
like 26, 27, maybe.
Right. 28 is cool too. And it's just like and it's not even, and maybe it is a little bit about the money, because let's really be honest, nobody wants a man with no money. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the money, at least let me see that there's some type of initiative to go get it. Like you're in a transition phase where you just left a job and you're going to be an entrepreneur and you're going to go work on something like, and you got a strap for cash, whatever. That's cool. You got some ambition, you got reasons why you ain't got no money. But if we're just broke and we're just spending money on cars and weed and alcohol and things like that, it's like your priorities are not straight. And that's where I don't like dating my age, because it don't seem like nobody got their priorities in line.
Mm-hmm. When you go out on dates, do you look at the check?
Yes. And I think I'm like one of those girls that's like, I'll pay for it, but you better pay for it. Like, I'm gonna bring some money just in case you a peon, but
always come with your own, always come with money.
Right. But I'm gonna look at it, but I'm gonna expect for you, the waitress coming, you take it out her hand. That's what I'm gonna expect.
Oh, I'm not that girl. I would say I'm not that girl all the time. I don't look at the check. If it's like, especially if it's like, okay, I feel like I would have to like really, really be dating you for like a little minute for it to be like I got it this time. We've been on multiple dates. Like, I got it this time. But what I'm used to is being taken care of, even on dates. Like, I don't even look at the bill. They might. So most of the time, the waitress or waiter sits it in front of him, or they'll sit it in the middle of us, and he will grab it. Mm-hmm. I don't look at it.
Now, I don't think you've ever done this before, and I haven't either. But let's say he's not the one that pursued you, and you're the one that's like, I want to go out with you. Like, let's go out and get food or whatever. Then would you pick? Okay, well, I guess that doesn't apply, because I've never done that either. But it's like, if you were to, so I feel like I live by the rule, like, you need to pay because you asked me to come out. You know what I'm saying? You asked for my time.
Yeah.
Now, if I ask for your time, do you still feel like he should pay, or?
No, I definitely think like if you ask the person out, then you are, I'm not gonna say obligated, but like it is kind of like looked at like, well, you asked me out. So no, I can get with that. I can understand that.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I'd be feeling like men think that women only want to go out with them for a free meal. It's like,
yeah.
No, sir, I can feed myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I would much rather be in my bed if we really want to talk about it, or in my own safety in my own room than out with you if you're going to act like that. No. Okay. I'm too comfortable with me. I'll go out with myself.
Yeah, I would take myself out. I can't even talk. I would take myself out on a date. Solo date.
Right. So what are like, I would say, okay, what are like your like 3 red flags and like 3 green flags of like men when they approach you?
Okay, so as far as what I'm manifesting right now in this time period of my life. Okay. So girl.
It's changed, I suppose.
So much. Okay, so red flags would definitely be.
Hey y'all, it's Future Editing Asia, and my red flag should have definitely started off with any signs or tendencies of narcissism, manipulative tendencies, and gaslighting habits. Alright, you may continue.
I'm not gonna say top 3 because it's probably a whole bunch that I'm not even gonna think about right now. Okay. 3 right now that I could just think of top of my head. You don't introduce yourself. So you come up to me, right? But you kind of it's cool to have a little game, spit a little game at first. But in that first initial 60 seconds, you need to say your name. Hello, my name is, whatever. Say your name. Because a lot of guys come up to me and they just be talking. I'm like, and then they be like, oh, so can I have your number? Can I have your Instagram? I'm like, I don't even know who you are though.
Right.
I literally say that. I don't even know your name. Oh, and then that's when they go, oh, my name is. Okay. Another one. So that's a red flag. Another one.
Never happened to me.
It happens to me all the time.
Wow.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Wow.
Another one would be, is if I kind of want to go towards like the money thing. Like they're kind of like putting it on you. Like they're trying to put it on you. Do you see?
And like, what do you mean by that?
Like when going out, they're like trying to put it on you. Like, oh, you got it. You got it.
Like trying to say you big money or something.
Yeah, like. Because it goes back to the providing thing, and that's something that I really, really want and need. And so it's like, yeah, I definitely have it. I got it. But why are you always asking me to pay for stuff? Like I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a red flag. And then another one would be, sorry, I know I'm not going fast or whatever.
No, I mean,
I have to think.
You're in no rush.
I don't know. I have to come back to that one. Okay. So a green flag would be that I just was about to go to like build and everything, but no, let's leave that out. Let's leave physical out, I guess.
That's important. Let's really talk about it. That is important because I have, and we're gonna get back to you, I'm sorry, but I have been in relationships with people where it's like I've started off not really being attracted to them. And I just was like, okay, well, let me just see how attracted I am to them, like mentally and like, emotionally. And I'll get there and I'm like, I really like this person. But it's hard to connect continuously and over time when I'm looking at you, and what I'm looking at, I'm not attracted to it.
Yeah.
So it's important.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to your
really nice today. I'm sorry. Your hair looks really nice today.
Thanks.
So yeah, okay. So a green flag would definitely be like communication. Like, can you communicate? Can you communicate?
And part of that is like the art of listening. Are you hearing me or are you listening to me?
And I am definitely talking about in initial conversations as well.
Yes, I'm observing all of that.
I'm watching you.
Yes, you're being watched.
I'm taking notes right now.
Right.
Another green flag would definitely be like that the person is, I guess, self-aware and like you have this mental, like, I guess, connection. As well as a physical connection and attraction towards each other, because you can peep that, like, it's easy. Sure. I don't know. I can only think of two of each. Okay, let's go to you because I can't think right now.
That's cool. I think I'll start with the red flags like you did, but I think one red flag for me, and I'm gonna do, I guess, one like outer and one inner. So like a red flag for me is like, if you can't dress, I'm sorry. But like when I go with my man, I just want to look fly together. Like, is that so, like, I just want to look fly. And if I'm over here look like a bad bitch and you look like Who Shot John, we're gonna have a problem. Like, now I gotta dress you, I gotta teach. It's like, no, it's cool. We could be friends. We could be homies.
Is that gonna help him?
See, there's a difference between like not being able to dress and like just not putting in the energy. Because some men, like, they just put on sweats and some shoes and a wife beater, but if they really wanted to get dressed, they could really get dressed. Yeah. So that's cool. But if you really just rocking felines on the regular, I can't fade that. You feel me?
I got one. A red flag is if on your Instagram pictures, I see you got any type of money spread out on your arm with some lines going up the fingers.
Or the middle fingers. No, sir. Or you smoke. No, sir.
Green flag. Sorry, here's my third one. Green flag is that you can do both as far as dressing. You can do a suit and tie with some nice shoes, okay? And then you can also do the sneaker, whatever look. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, I vibe with that.
We like classy men.
We love classy men, but we don't like men who are pretentious and like, I don't like men who are pretty boys who trying to put on a suit every other day. I'm sorry.
No. I'm not saying every other day. I'm not saying every other day.
But you can get cleaned up.
Yes.
I agree. Another red flag would be, so like if somebody slides in my DMs and they come so incorrect, like, what's up, ma? Or like, or what's another one? They be like, yo, can I, or like, yo, number sign.
Yeah, like you're not even, that goes back to like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know you.
And there's like no effort in that. There's no courtship. Like, where are the men who truly know how to court women nowadays?
Yeah. I need doors opened. I need for you to grab my chair. I don't know. I like those things.
Right. I need you to ask, how was your day? Did you eat? I'm coming to see you. I need initiative. You feel me? That's what I like. So that's a green flag. Initiative. I said another green flag. I think it's just so, as far as the awareness part, it's so attractive to me when men are plant-based too, because it's so hard to find a man like that. And it's like, it's not even about the fact that you don't eat meat. It's the intentionality behind you not eating meat for me. Like the amount of self-care and the self-awareness that you have about yourself, that's attractive for me.
I'm not saying if you eat meat, you don't care about your body. That's not
what I'm saying. No. But there's another level, like, and a certain level of self-discipline as well. So it's like, because for me, there is a day, but there are days where it's like, I want some chicken, but I'm not going to eat it because, that's just, it's not aligned with my values and all those things. And if you choose to eat meat or do whatever you want to do, like, that's cool. Like, I'm not bashing nobody, but that's just something for me where we align on that level, where even getting to the point where we have kids, I don't want to come home, you feeding my kids some chicken nuggets and I don't.
Let's say some stuff like salami.
Yeah, I can't, And again, like if that's what you indulge in and that's what you love to do you, boo.
I'm sorry,
I got no heart.
Like salami. If you are a salami lover. If you are a salami lover, I'm sorry. Do you? I just don't eat it.
It's just not, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. So yeah, that's another one, being plant-based. And then another green flag. I don't know, you kind of took mine with communication, because that's a big one for me. Like being able to talk to somebody, have varying views on things, and being able to come to a middle ground, or like, I agree to disagree, or like, I see what you're saying, like I'll take that into consideration and have a conversation, and a mature conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm really not for the arguing and yelling and all those things.
The argumentative characteristics is a no. It's an absolute no. You're acting as a child, and we are not that. So if you lack maturity, that's a red flag.
Very much so. And then here's the last thing: cleanliness. That is such a green flag. Oh my God. Like sometimes you walk into a man's spot and you're like,
ooh,
your mother did not expect you to clean nothing. Like I don't know. And maybe it's not even your mother. Maybe your mother, you know, she did those things and you just got on your own. And you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I want. I think the telltale sign about a man's cleanliness is their bathroom.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
Go to the bathroom and then look at the products they have.
Men and women.
Men and women, for sure. But look at the products your man has, or the man you kind of getting, you know, acquainted with. Because if they got a 2-in-1, if they got
you saw my face.
If they got a white rag and it's looking a little dingy. Let's not.
Okay, let's look at the pillows. Let's look at the pillows. Are the pillows flat?
Are they flat?
Are the pillows?
I need to bring my own pillows? Like, do I need to invest in some pillows for you, sir? And if he really cares, and this is on, I don't know, some real grown man stuff, but like if he has the silk pillows, protect the hair,
silk pillowcases, and if he smells good, okay.
Ooh,
you gotta smell good. You have to smell. When I hug you, no. Matter of fact, when you walk past me,
I should be like,
Now, I'm not saying don't put the whole bottle on you. Don't spray the whole bottle.
Then you really stink. There's
that's too much.
You got too much and you stink, or you ain't got nothing and you stink. You know.
But when you walk past me, and it's that subtle, little masculine. It's different, especially when you ask for a hug, or I get a hug, and you embrace me and you just smell good.
And it just stick on me a little bit.
Like, and it stick on me. It's on my shirt, so I can go home and it's there. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was like dealing with this man, and he would like wrap up in my blankets. He smells so good. That's a good smelling man.
It's a green flag. So
very much a green
flag. Manifesting that, pulling all of those things in.
Yeah. But then I think also manifesting, like, how do I want to say this? Like, I think in trying to manifest the man that I want, I have to do a lot of self-work.
Yeah.
Like, what does it feel like to be loved? What does it feel like to be admired? What does it feel like to be adored and honored and reverenced? And like all those things I want from my man, but it's like, how do I know what that looks like? How do I know what that feels like if I don't feel that from me, you know? And that goes back to like being that girl and like really evolving into who you are. And it's like, I feel like once, and you know, life is a constant game of evolving, but I feel like once I reach this level of like, I'm really the girl that, or the woman that I've been dreaming of, and I'm getting there.
Yep.
But once I get there, it's like, yeah, he's on his way.
Yeah. And I think that's what I was going to say. I think that I'm manifesting him through manifesting my higher self, through manifesting that girl, you know, me.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, like he's going to come. So I'm not too worried, and I'm not about to be like, I see somebody who I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, like he's the caliber of man, he's that man, but I'm not about to like go crazy out of my way, or if it's not working, try to make it work. No. Yeah. Because it's okay, because he's coming. I'm manifesting me, and he's coming through that.
Yeah, and I think both of us have kind of been in situations where it's like you meet somebody where I feel like for me at least, I manifested him because And it was certain things about him where I'm like, he is literally perfect. Like he has this, he has that, he has that. And then you get down to really talking to a person, getting to know a person, and all that outward stuff, you know, being able to dress and smelling good, all those things, they're wonderful. But just like once you really get to know that person, it's like you ain't really always cracked up to be.
Yeah.
So I
Where's
think
the
also,
substance that I'm looking for?
mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like it'll be the little things like you don't take accountability for certain things, or you know, I'll say something and you have a response that I'm like, I don't really know if you ate on that one, you know, or like I
You're
was in
putting me
conversation.
down. You're putting me down to put you up.
Yeah. And I don't, yeah. And it's like you being a man is all you need to, I don't want to say be better than me, but for me to submit to you. Like you don't have to try to put me down for me to feel like you got that
Right.
energy.
No, absolutely not. That's a turn off.
That's gonna really make me amp up. Like, who are you
That's
talking to?
yeah.
You
Who
know?
okay, no, absolutely. I'm so glad that you just said that. That's what gets me mad. Now, whoever, this is not just a man thing, it's for whoever. I cannot stand when people think they could just talk to me any kind of way. And a lot of the time, it'd be the principle. Sometimes I don't even care what the subject matter is. It's like, but why do you think that you can speak to me that way?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a level of disrespect.
It's
Like
disrespectful.
you don't value me enough to talk to me in a respectful way.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. Like, who are you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
And if I say that and you don't check how you're, because I realize like sometimes I could be out of pocket. Like if my emotions are involved and I'm kind of getting riled up, I can come out the wrong way. And you say something like, you know what? Yeah, I apologize. I
Mm-hmm.
came at you the wrong way. Let me reiterate. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you come at me like that and you don't backtrack a little bit, then
It's
we're
an
gonna be
issue. It's an
it's
issue.
an issue. It's an issue.
Yeah, because you can't be it like you said, be accountable for your actions.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said,
That
I've been in, yeah, I've
sorry.
been in many conversations. Well, not many, because I'm not an argumentative person, but you know, when it gets down to it, I've been in situations where, you know, I've just said things out of reaction and not responding.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everybody has those moments. It's okay, but
Mm-hmm.
let's be accountable.
Right.
Let's understand where we're at, you know? And I've also been in conversations where I've said that to people and they just, well, I don't care. And but all right. And I'm not gonna meet you there,
Yeah.
but I gotta go. And you not gonna, I will ghost you. Like it ain't a problem. It ain't no problem.
There ain't
So
no problem. There ain't no
it ain't
problem.
no problem. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really know how we got there, but I just don't like when people talk to me crazy. And then they could just get away with it. Absolutely not.
Right. No, sir.
All right. So yeah. Anything I can't I do feel like I was getting ready to say something specific going to something, but I kind of forgot.
Mm. Well, I would say like how I was gonna ask you how, and I guess we kind of already talked about it a little bit, but if you want to kind of expound, like how are you going about manifesting the man that you want? You know, like as far as I know, like you said, you're doing things for yourself, but is there anything like specifically that you're intentionally doing?
Okay, so I think that yes, it's through me manifesting through me and or it's manifesting through me manifesting my highest self. Um, but I guess what that looks like is so I'm looking at more of an older crowd, or they're not old, but just men older than myself. So we're looking 26, 27, 28. Um, I think maybe like for me, it's like dressing a certain way, um, carrying myself a certain way. Because another thing I think that when I first had this idea of like, yeah, I want to date older, my initial thought was I don't want anybody to try to little girl me. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, don't try to little girl me. So I think I'm just trying to I don't know. It's the way that I dress, the way that I handle my business, like just not earthly, but just handle my things that I have to do. Just being, I guess, more responsible. Acting still my age, but I don't know. Yeah, just building my maturity level up more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I think the biggest thing for me is like boundary setting, because when I come in contact with certain men, it's like I used to go straight to like, oh, he's cool, I like him, he's cool, he's cute, blah blah blah. Like there could be something here, and then we go on a few dates, or we go out, or we talk for a certain period of time, and it's like my mind goes fantasy, like I could have a kid with him. Okay, yeah, we could get
I think
married.
that's all women. That's all women.
Yeah. So and maybe it is all women, but it's like now I be checking myself like immediately. It's like, hold up, wait a minute, you just met this man.
Yeah,
relax.
me too. I've been doing that recently. Like it'll go there, and I'll be like, hold on, Asia, but no, don't even do that. Don't even go there.
We're not even.
Don't even go there.
But yeah, and then like boundary setting, where like certain things I've allowed for men to say or to do, I have to become better at not allowing those things. So, excuse me. For instance, like I will talk to a man, and he'll be like, oh, can we hang out? Can we chill? Blah blah. We can chill, but you're not coming over to my space. Like this is my little, and especially because I live with 2 other roommates, and I don't really like to have company out in the living room, just because they're in their own living space.
Right.
So if you do come over to my place, you're coming into my space, my room. So it's like, no, we can chill. We can go out. I can come to your spot, but you're not coming in my space before I fill you out.
Right.
Because one moment you come in here, and now your energy's in here.
You comfortable too. You too comfortable.
Girl, I let this man come in I knew I shouldn't have. And this is where I was like, yeah, no more. I let this man come into my space, bro. It was cool and having a good time, whatever. He decides to fall asleep.
Oh, absolutely not. Get up. Stand up. Stand
up. And I'm like, I swear, I'm like, hey, like, stand up. I'm like, and he did it twice. He fell asleep. I'm tapping him like, hey, like, you need to get up. Like, you're not staying here. He's like, okay. Goes back to sleep. All right. I wake him up. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go hop in the shower. I'll see you at some other point. He's looking around like, oh shit, she really want me to leave. Yes, get out.
Yes, get out.
You gotta go. What did you think this was? And this was the first time I ever let him come over. So I'm like, for you to just
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and there was other, I don't want y'all to think like I'm boring, he just fell asleep. Like there was we weren't very much sober. So
other factors, yeah.
Right. There are other factors involved, but I don't care.
Get out. You need to go.
Get out. Like, no, sir.
I think another thing as far as answering your question is also myself. The audio is like, oh my gosh. Sorry if it's crazy. But I think it's the connection.
I don't know.
But
I was going a little bit in and out, but whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think it's also putting myself in certain places. So I don't really like the club anyway, so maybe instead of a club, go to a bar and lounge, you know what I mean? Like go to a certain restaurant, like maybe also I like an educated man, so like go to maybe like I'm in a graduate assistantship. So I don't know, conferences, I probably will have the opportunity for that. So just certain settings where I know that man will possibly be.
Yeah, like setting yourself up to like meet certain people with certain types of, caliber, but certain quality.
Yeah, no, a certain caliber.
I guess that too.
And I think for me, for a while, I feel like this whole week I've been telling this story, maybe even last week, but I finally feel like I ran into, now this is not anything. I don't want anybody to think like this man and I are talking or anything, like, no. But I feel like I ran into the caliber of man that I'm looking for. And that made me like, because I feel like, I don't know, okay, I be on Instagram, right? I be on TikTok, and I was like, okay, yeah, these people are cute, but like, I don't think I would date them. Like, and I still don't even really know no, this man, but on the outside looking in, that's the caliber that I'm going for. So between Instagram, TikTok, and like Miami, being around all those people, like even in Miami, I ain't see nobody. I feel like not of like my standard of my caliber of what I would want. Like, granted, everybody was good, in Miami.
We were also on spring break though, so
yeah, I was about to say, mind you, people were on spring break in Miami, whatever,
right,
lit. But like, I still didn't like, see that caliber. But a few weeks ago, I saw the caliber of man and like randomly, and I'm just like, yes, like that's what I want. And I said, even if it's not him, that's the caliber I'm going for, and I'm not going for anything less. So he already set the bar as far as from the outside looking in. Now I could even end up talking to the man and don't like the inside, right?
Right.
But as far as the outside and as far as what I know that he has going for himself, that's the caliber. So he sets the bar high too. He does. I'm not, like I said, I'm not bringing myself down to make somebody.
And that's the thing, like, you have to get real comfortable with like being alone, because when you're not gonna just settle for any and everything, it becomes very selective and the pickings become very slim.
Yeah. And then you grow and you get older with age and you get settled in your ways and it gets even slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. But
so, and I think that I'm grateful for my journey and like being able to be intentional and aware of what I want at such a young age, because I think that sets me up for manifesting what I want. Because with that, like, I truly believe like the man that I envision, the man that I want, is out there somewhere and is also looking for me.
Oh, like, definitely.
There's going to be a time where we just, there's the universe is going to put it all together.
Yeah.
But in doing so, it's like, you got to be patient. And that's where it's kind of annoying, because it's like, yeah, like you want to talk to men, you want to, have those romantic flirtatious relationships with people, but it's like, when you really get down to it, I don't even really like you. I just like the companionship, really. Like, so getting real comfortable with being by yourself has been pinnacle.
But you know what? I really, truly, honestly, Jasmine, I'm enjoying it. Like, I didn't know that like this age period, this time in my life could be so fun. And it's so fun. Like, I'm actually having a better time than I thought that I was going to be having, because I feel like once you graduate undergrad, everybody's like, oh, everything gets real from here. They try to make it seem like, it ain't going to be fun. But it's like, I'm having fun.
And it does. Like, let's be honest.
Okay, no, it's we're learning things.
Right. And it's not all peaches and cream, but it's like when you do graduate, it's like everybody just highlights the negative parts. And it's like, now I'm old enough where I'm making enough money to do the things that I want to do and be independent and have the freedom that I want to have and all that thing. Now, with the money, I got to pay bills and things like that. But I have enough money to do that and do what I want to do. So it's like, it's a great time. Like, I don't have no kids. I don't have nobody else to worry about. Exactly. Like, it's just me and I'm figuring it out, and I'm being able to do so, thankfully financially stable. So.
Yeah. And I was just telling my mom that I just really am blessed to be in the situation and position that I am in right now, as far as like, not having any children, and as far as like my school situation and financial situations, and my housing situations. Like, I just feel blessed right now to be able to truly just 100% discover myself and just have the opportunity to give myself what I need and to become the better version, this higher self,
Yeah, and be young and free.
And be young and free and have fun and single. Like, honestly, I really am having fun. So, yeah.
I definitely concur.
Meeting people, new experiences and opportunities. It's an exciting time. It really is.
For
It
sure. I definitely agree.
So, what would your tip for the day be? Or tip of the day?
My tip of the day.
pertaining to
Mm. I don't know if I gave the same tip last time, but I would just say raise your awareness because like I said, like at least for me, and I guess Asia, she agrees, but trying to manifest a certain type of caliber of man takes a lot of intentionality and a lot of um focus around exactly asking and telling the universe exactly what I want and exactly um how I want this person to be and all these things. So I think being aware of myself and like where I need to grow and what I need to do also allows me to be aware of what I want out of another person.
Mhm.
And so yeah, for me, it was just to, raise your awareness, become more aware of what you want, be intentional about what you want, not just from another person, but from yourself.
Yeah.
And I think it'll all work out.
And I think like just coming right from what you were just saying, is just like work on yourself. Like
Mm-hmm.
very similar to what you said, work on yourself. And through that, um, like I said earlier, through that, that's how you'll be able to manifest who you need, who you want, um, whatever. So yeah, just work on yourself and everything else will fall into place.
Right.
Because I think that working on yourself, because I was, kind of reflecting within myself, and it's just like, I don't feel like, okay, like I see this, I have this, or not have, but I saw this caliber of man that I am interested in. But I'm not interested in right now, like having a relationship or anything, or even saying anything to him about that, because I want to bring a certain, uh, a certain, also a certain caliber, I guess, to the table as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
And
that I'm honest with myself and self-aware that I'm not there yet. And not to say that you have to be all the way there, but I want to be more, I want to be at a better place for
mm-hmm.
that caliber of man, before any of that happens.
Yeah. And just to really add on to that, I'm glad you said that because I think a lot of times women, we expect so much out of a man, but we don't hold ourselves that same caliber. So it's like, yes, I want to be taken care of and all these things, but like, what are you offering that man? Because at the end of the day, it's up to him to give you that ring. It's up to him to get on that knee. It's
Mhm.
up to him to, give him give you his last name. So what are you bringing to the table where he feels like this woman is worth me investing in, this woman is worth me, giving all of this over to?
And not just,
Because
oh, she's pretty, she has a pretty face. You know what I mean?
right, because it goes way deeper than that. Because especially me and wanting to be married and all these things, it's like, um, that's a lot that comes with that, and it can't just be a pretty face and a nice body for some odd years. You know what I'm saying? So check yourself, awareness, like check yourself, make sure that what you're trying to manifest, you can
Like, would you want
have
to date
that.
you? Would you want
Would
to
you want to
date your
date you?
characteristics? Exactly.
Mhm.
Even if you're
And be
a,
honest about it. Be
yeah,
honest about
if
it.
you're a woman and you want to switch yourself, I guess, over into a man because you date men, or if you're a man and you want to switch yourself over to a woman, you know, put those characteristics, I guess, onto your female or your male self, and yeah, say, would I want to date me if I were that?
Right. Would
Maybe,
I want to date me?
maybe
Am
not.
I a dateable person?
Yeah,
So, yeah,
something to
I
think
think that's
about.
some food for thought.
Yeah. But if that's all that we have, Jasmine, I
That's
guess
all for me.
all right, that's all from me. I think that this was a great discussion that we had today. If you have not already, please do check out our previous podcast, which was we were talking about becoming her. And thanks for listening to Manifesting Men from Bullshit to Blessings.
Period.
Do you want to let them know to rate and all of that stuff?
Yeah, just make sure you rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a sister, tell a cousin, tell your mama's best friend's cousin. We want all that energy. You feel me? And then you can follow us on Instagram at TMBD official,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. And also on YouTube and yeah, all social media platforms.
Yep. And it'll
Yeah.
be at the end of this and everything be in the description below. So it'll be links to it. It'll be easy, accessible and everything. But yes, thanks for listening.
See y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in to the Mental Breakdown podcast.
Please rate, subscribe, review, and follow us on Instagram at TMBD Official. See you next time.